We're here. We are here.
We're
Can y'all
here.
hear me?
Yes.
Everybody can hear me?
What's up, y'all?
What's
Yay.
poppin',
We in
everybody?
here. Hey,
A
y'all.
lot is popping.
Get in here. Get
How y'all
in here.
feeling? What's
Child,
good? How
I'm
y'all
feeling
feeling?
tired. I'm feeling tired to the motherfucker. But you know what? We are here, and it is time to put on a show, and we're here to chat and get into some things. We are down one man,
Yes.
but one nigga ain't never stopped no show.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right.
Not really.
How y'all doing?
Sean will be missed though.
Yeah, Sean will be missed. He's somewhere in LA living his best life,
Oh yeah.
and we're
yeah,
here
I've been
working.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
How y'all feeling?
You go ahead, Jalon.
I'm pretty well. I'm tired as hell. Yeah, I got stranded yesterday.
Oh,
Tire
yesterday?
blew.
Oh man.
Yeah. We called AAA. AAA told us we had a specific driver at AAA. He told us he wasn't coming, and he wasn't getting paid enough to come.
No,
and
I
get
know
us
you
where we
lying.
were.
He sounded. Was he black?
I'm dead ass. He was black. He was black. Dead ass. So we were stranded for about 2-3 hours, and we ended up getting another driver though. But I'm good. I'm tired. I got homework to do today. I'm good. Another week. So
Yeah, how's that going? Like the homework and just balancing all that. I mean, but you just pretty much just doing school right now, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty much just doing school. So it's going pretty well, honestly. It's going really well. So I'm just ready to be done. So.
Oh, you ready to? And you ready to go? You going to LA next week? So you're not
I'm
gonna be
ready.
here next week. So
No,
you
I'm gonna be here
in
next
LA.
week. I'm gonna be here the following week. I don't leave till the 20th.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you'll be in LA for the 20th. And how long you gonna be there? Gone?
A week, 20th to the 27th. So I missed
Okay, you lit.
Yeah, we here for a minute. 1 minute.
So what you doing? You secretly going to LA or what?
Not my brother's wedding, but I am going for a little vacation time too. His wedding only for the weekend. The rest of the few days, I'm gonna try to sightsee. I do want to move out there eventually, so I'm gonna sightsee. Get the vibe. All that.
That's gonna be a nice
like it.
wedding. Is it an outside wedding or inside?
Yeah, I believe it is outside.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be lit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your little suit and all that.
Yeah.
So you gonna post on your Instagram and stuff so we can
Actually,
see.
Yeah, I'm gonna post.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little post.
Yeah, I want to see the look. I want to see the fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out with a little something.
A little sunglass or something.
Yeah, I might try a little something.
What's popping with you, Miles? Any earthly things that you got to tell me about? Anything I should work on?
Yeah,
I've been trying to do keto. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's not too earthy. That's a lot of dairy, but I'm trying. Shit.
You been trying keto?
Yeah, I'm trying anything.
What works for you, I guess. But the energies have been interesting for me. I'll say, oh gosh, it's been a lot happening. Okay, so I got into a car accident. What was it? Tuesday?
Oh, wow.
No, Monday.
Are you serious?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I did too.
And I wasn't quote unquote at fault. I just hate saying that because I don't really like to blame people for things. But I was leaving the bank and I turned out first and he stopped at a stop sign. I saw him stop, so I kept going. Then he just hit me. So I guess he wasn't paying attention basically. Long story short. Then a few days later,
insurance?
Do I have insurance? Of course. Yes.
No, he has insurance.
Oh, yeah, he had insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has insurance. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Good, okay.
So then I went home and I was in a good mood. I had planned to go to the beach that day. So I decided I was going to go to the beach and have some plant medicine, so to speak.
What is the plant medicine?
Look it up. I don't know. Just
weed,
that kind of thing.
Okay. Look it up.
Medicinal psilocybin kind of thing. So yeah, I was having a plant medicine journey experience and I kind of had this breakdown, and not a breakdown. It was more like a breakthrough. It was like, wow, I was just so frustrated. I was frustrated with all this human stuff that I have to do. I know I sound crazy, but I know there's other higher dimensional beings out there, and it's like we could have reincarnated into any species, and instead of that, we incarnate here on Earth to go through this super dense, super physical process, and it's just a lot. Just being here, y'all don't understand. Just being here is a lot. You know, it's a lot. Like being on this planet, like everything's so dense and physical. Everything is just so linear. Like I have to wait for the insurance company. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And it's like I'm not even mad that the car is hurt. I'm not mad that the car is damaged. I'm just mad I have to deal with this. I'm mad that a few days after this, I freaking locked my key in my car door when I was about to go to the grocery store over here. And this is just a few days after I freaking get the car banged up. So I was just like, what the heck is going on? Why? I'm never not focused to have my key in my pocket. Like, what is happening to me? And I just felt so embarrassed. I felt more embarrassed in the car situation, obviously, because this was more my fault. But yeah, the energies have been weird for me. Being here on this planet is a lot. You all need to give yourselves a little more credit for just existing on Earth. That doesn't mean to be a bum, but being here is a lot.
No, it is.
Being here is a lot.
It is.
It is. Today,
it's always something. I think it's just a part of like adulthood, though. I mean, it's always.
It is. And I call it lifing, never adulting. Lifing.
I'm learning myself.
It never
I'm just
ends.
now kind of. I'm just now getting up there, so shit is kind of always going up and down. So
and it never ends. It actually gets
I'm
learning.
And
then you start getting older. Then you're because because it first starts with like the material things, the tangible things, and then you got to worry about your health. You start developing. I can't eat this, and then I wake up, and once you hit 30, life goes down. I'm telling you, you just be like, what the fuck is going on? This don't work like it used to. No, seriously. But and then your mind is a thing. Like the anxiety starts to kick in. Like it's just crazy. So yeah, it's a process being here on planet Earth.
On planet Earth, we could have been anywhere else. We chose to come here for a reason, to master this freaking world, master this universe. We're here to master life. That's what we're here to do.
And these car situations aren't no joke. Like I recently, I got my first oil change on my car, and that motherfucker cost $700, and it was something that I had to get. I'm like, I cannot.
Ain't no way.
See, I'm about to live humble.
It was $700 for the motherfucking. No, it's just. I took it to
the. No way. That's a regular oil change, though.
It must have been like a full service kind of thing, right?
I don't know. I guess it was. Well, I don't know, but I got the fucking thing, and they said, well, this was $695, 90 something. I'm like, God damn, you know what I mean? But I was preparing myself for it, but I'm just like, I had a service A. They got me, but you just got
everything. You probably got everything.
But I'm like,
which is
that's
good.
Expensive though. It was just a lot. Still. I mean, I was trying to, I'm like, I got me a cute little, I got me a Mercedes, bitch. $700, please.
That maintenance.
I'm just like, girl, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. And it just it humbles you, because then it's like, I live in Northern California. And so like my sister, she's having a birthday party in May. The first week of May, which is ironic because it's the same time that I got to go get my second dose for my vaccine, which we're going to talk about.
Me too.
So I don't know how that's going to work because I'm going to have to reschedule. But anyway, I have to drive from here to there and to San Diego. So now in my mind, I'm thinking, well, bitch, I can't put too much mileage on my car because look, for the oil change every time we got there.
It's a luxury car.
I'm not about to keep doing that every couple of months.
It's a luxury. I want to say that.
It's luxury, right? Or is it like a sports car?
I don't know.
Or is it both?
I don't know. It's expensive, and it's not even expensive. Like So that's the adulting part for me, and then just driving around. Yesterday, I just felt like I was driving all around town. You know what I mean? Like, just how you like running errands, and then you're like helping your friends, and then your family, and then it got to a point to where, as a content creator, my computer and shit starts. It's kind of getting out of date. So I'm realizing if I want to so now I'm looking at different processors and graphics cards, and this shit is expensive. Like this shit to like live stream and stuff. Like, bro, like graphics cards are like $3,000.
You need a graphic card for what? I don't even know what that is. Like,
I know. Now I'm in a bench.
What's that for the game thing?
Mm-hmm. That's dope though, right?
It's just for the quality and I don't know. Let's not. That's my nerdy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get into that because it's irritating. But yeah. So anyway, that was my week, and we all had an eventful week. Now let's get into why we came here for. Let's get the biased opinions out of the way. Trending this week. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Who's a barb and who's not? Let's talk about it.
I'm a City Girl fan. I'm a City Girl Trina kind of person, so I'm unbiased in this. I feel I'm Switzerland.
I don't know. You don't have to choose. You got to pick one. Well, okay, how do you feel about what she said right here? I don't have to support female rappers. However, I still do. There's a difference between having to and doing it because I want to.
That's a fact. It's not what she said. It was how she said it in the interview.
Right.
She didn't say that in the interview. You know what I'm saying? So I get it though. She don't got to. You don't got to support nobody, but you do it because you want to. And Nicki did the same thing, and she didn't. She probably just didn't want to. So yeah, I get it. I wasn't offended when I read. I mean, I didn't feel away when I read that.
I didn't agree with this statement. I didn't agree when she said this. I know a lot of people think I'm biased.
I thought it was a bit harsh, but I agreed. I was like, she really don't though. You really don't.
I mean, she technically doesn't.
The industry is a dirty game. So
she doesn't, but I think coming from her, it's kind of like, girl. Now Nicki Minaj should have been given the same grace because people crucified Nicki Minaj for not quote unquote uplifting and supporting other female rappers.
I will say, I understand why she's a little annoyed because she's shown proof and evidence that she helps other female rappers. I'm a big City Girls fan, so I acknowledge her for helping City Girls a lot. What was that?
She was ushered in as well, though. By who? She was kind of ushered in too. There was a lot of female rappers that, like Remy Ma. Whenever they did that Summer Jam thing.
Yeah, but were they collaborating?
It was a lot.
She wasn't ushered in like a City Girls ushered.
Cardi B was ushered in. No shade. She was ushered in.
Minaj supported her. You know what I'm saying? Missy Elliott. Everybody was all pouring their love out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I say support, she's put them in her videos and she's collaborated with them. Beyond just, congratulations. She's actually done physical. She has physical evidence to say, look, I support female rappers.
What did you guys so what do you guys think about her being attacked every day by the barbs? Why do you think Cardi B gets attacked so much? Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
They're kids.
Barbs are an intense fan base.
They're kids.
So is the Beehive, but barbs are really they took over.
It makes me not want to say that I'm you know what I'm saying, a barb, or I'm a huge fan of Nicki Minaj though, but I don't want to say I'm a barb when they act the way they act. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I love Nicki Minaj, though. You know what I'm saying? That's me personally.
Yeah, she was actually, I love Nicki Minaj, too, contrary to what people think, but I really do.
It's just the barbs. The barbs and Nicki Minaj are too different, you know what I'm saying? I feel like can be too different.
Are they?
I don't feel like. I feel like they are to a certain degree, but I feel like she understands. I feel like everybody does it. I feel like she lets certain stuff slide. She lets stuff go. Like, you know what I mean? Nicki knows.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you have fans for. They have your back, but sometimes it's excessive, and that's what I just don't like.
Did you guys see Doja Cat's video with SZA?
I didn't see it. I'm not interested in Doja Cat.
I mean,
I looked at it. I think it's a grower, not a shower. The visuals are cute.
You think it's a grower, not a shower?
I think it's a grower. I think it has potential for me to like it, but it SZA could have been.
I did hear the rap.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It sounds too much like Say So to me.
That's what I said. Like, we agree on something.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It sounded too much. It was the same little 70s.
Well, isn't it the same album?
Type beat.
Or no, it's not the same album.
It's a brand new project.
Okay.
But
that's why you say she's a pop star, because she keeps doing the same thing over and over.
Exactly. Well, she's doing what works.
Like
that's her formula. The pop formula works for Doja Cat, and so we're not going to act like that it doesn't, because that's what she's doing. But anyway, I like SZA on the record. I live for. She's such a vibe, and I cannot wait to see. I can't wait for her. I want SZA and Summer Walker to be out at the same time. I want to see what
that'd be nice.
I want to see what the bitches is gonna give, because them bitches is like neck and neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a certain time to where they didn't. The industry was trying to cause tension between the two.
Yeah,
but I think they did kind of get it though.
But I feel like when one is out, the other one is not.
It's not. And I think they're going to keep it like that.
Did they do that on purpose? Probably, yeah.
I don't think they do it on purpose because SZA
just lines up that way.
Yeah.
And Summer Walker's pregnant, or she's about to have a baby or something.
Yeah. Or Summer Walker should be dropping something probably the end of the summer, fall or something. I don't know.
And they're both super weird. You know what I mean? Both of them love music one week, the next week they're quitting. You know what I mean?
Yes. So, I hate it. Oh my gosh.
But I would love to hear like a Summer Walker, SZA, Janae Aiko, and I'm not even gonna lie, with my girl Tink in there. I would love to be on.
I love Tink.
You know what I mean? Like, yes. Yeah. But anyway, that's what
Tink is a vibe. She's a definition of a vibe.
Yes, she is. Tink is a vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, guys. So let's get into some of the gay news that we have for today. So let's talk about this because this is very interesting. And if anybody wants to come on, we are short somebody today, so we will probably take some calls. And we're just chilling today, so we're gonna sit. I'm not really going anywhere today, but it's just been a busy week. But so we're gonna take our time with this today and really get into these, to the conversation. So City Boy J. And I'm interested to know what you guys think. He was Mooski. I don't even know this guy. I didn't even know this guy until I seen she's a runner. She's a whatever. Well, he's under fire for failing to properly credit City Boy J in his Track Star music video. Now I cannot play the audio because it's gonna flag me. But here's the video. And you could see there's the dance that he's using. That he used the City Boy J's choreography in the video, but he gave it to a woman. And this is the dance. I'm not going to play the audio for you guys. You guys know that already, but I think I posted this and said it's Jay. She do give me a Jay-Z, no shade.
She did it like Jay-Z.
And then. So Coi Leray actually was the lead girl in the Mooski video, and you can see Coi Leray, doing the dance challenge that the City Boy J actually started. However, Coi Leray was the girl in the video, so people were kind of like, "Well, damn, you put Coi Leray in the video, but you didn't give City Boy J an opportunity to be in the video." My thoughts are this: of course, City Boy J did not need to be right here. I understand that. But at the same time, because there was a lot of people saying that, TikTokers make songs viral all the time. He didn't have to be in the video. He didn't have to do him a favor and put him in the video. First of all, a lot of us did not. This Mooski guy only has 160,000 followers at best, less than 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We weren't really checking for him like that. Let's be very clear. A lot of people knew him from this TikTok challenge. It wasn't like the song and the video were already out and then it went viral. No. City Boy J made this song go viral. And the fact that they did kind of like this dance hall kind of party-esque type of video where everybody was just kind of getting out there freestyling. In my opinion, why not show a cameo with the boy just jumping in the middle of the circle, doing this thing and getting out? You didn't even have to be in the shot. So why not? Or just have him in the background pumping the girls up.
Like, throw him in there for a quick second or something.
Yeah, like even if you didn't want to
like what you said on your live.
So yeah, okay, well, let's talk about it. What y'all got?
I really like what you're saying loud. That was
in there. I just feel like, look, this industry, it's a dirty game. I mean, is this shocking? No. I mean, he should have put him in. I just feel like this is a new artist. He probably feels like he has a lot to lose. He's trying to make the right decisions. So branding, and you know how it is in this society with gays acceptance in certain communities. Oh well, in all communities really. I just feel he didn't have to put him in, but at the same time, it would have been nice maybe if he paid him too. It's just, and Coi Leray, she's a whole artist herself, so for her to be in it not necessarily makes sense, but why not put her in if she wants to be in it? She's a buzzing artist herself, and he's a buzzing artist. Put them together. And yeah, City Boy J should have been in it. It would have been nice. I just feel like it's a dirty game. I mean, what do you expect? The best he can do is try to capitalize off this. Because is he a dancer or something? Is there like
He's just a TikTok star.
He's a TikTok star, so he'll be all right, right? Or is he just on TikTok?
He's a TikToker. I think he puts time and effort into.
Yeah, he's a creator, just like us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's. I found this thing on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, creator. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me see something real quick because I think I got some more tea. I hadn't seen this one.
I feel bad. It's just.
Well, he clearly didn't answer.
Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on.
We reach out to everybody. We thank everybody that created content or anything for Trap Store. We definitely appreciate that.
Okay, so that's what he had to say. So is this true or what? You said you didn't speak to him?
Well, he clearly didn't answer your question. So it's like he just had just like every other video. Like I said, I have my own interview coming out, and you guys will see what exactly from every point of view where I'm coming from. I don't like to block him.
So basically, he said that
created content
the Mooski said that he reached out to everybody that created content. So he lied and said that
wow.
So then he went on and made it seem like he reached out to the dude, but he never did.
And we know why other than him being homosexual.
That's the main reason.
I think the main reason is because he's not desirable by society standards. Like he could have been like any one of us, even I feel like, and maybe possibly was allowed to be in the video. But since he's so flamboyant and not typically desirable by society standards, I feel like that's another element too. And the way the video's presented, clearly he was trying to get attention. I don't know. It's just.
And I asked Mooski.
Hold on, I'm listening to you. We're about to get into some things, but I'm trying to find this other clip. But I think that's interesting that you're saying desirable by society standards because I think I think part of the reason why she's so successful is because the way that she looks.
Oh, Coi Leray?
Yeah.
No.
Who?
No.
Oh.
That's one of the top TikToker.
Yeah, I think that's kind of that's the kiki.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's funny.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? That's why I feel like that if it was me or you, we wouldn't get
right. We wouldn't get that attention. I mean, he's running with.
It's the
what
look.
Was he running with? A nipple bra?
It's the persona. It's all of that.
Stick on.
I don't know.
Yeah, so obviously that gets a lot of attention. And then you have a desirable woman who translates what he does and puts a little flair on it, and she has her own brand. I mean, it's clear. It's definitely a physical thing. So yeah, it got him the attention, but it also got him not selected in the video.
I don't think
he was like he should.
And yeah, he's gay too, but
yeah, but
I feel like if Jalon was doing that and he killed it or whatever, he would be put in the video. Like
But I don't think it went viral. If maybe
not.
Exactly.
Maybe
it
not.
It wouldn't have been that funny for me.
No, it's so you saying that it's so she's a kiki. Well, yeah,
she's a kiki. But I mean that's
get that.
That's just how I see it. It's funny to me.
I said, then that's when the record labels called me. They're like, we basically don't have any problem with you. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but like you guys don't understand where I'm coming from. You guys don't want to work with me. I haven't hurt me. If it wasn't for me speaking out on the last video, you guys would have never called me.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to realize, like, I'm a grown man, just like anybody else. If I do something for somebody or anybody do anything in the world, you expect to hear some type of feedback, some type of anything. I didn't. And then when I did get contacted with him, it was just like okay, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you interviews, we're going to give you that. Everything that I've done, my management team did for me. Literally.
So they didn't set anything up. Do you?
No, you know what I did?
You know what
they did for me?
What?
They sent me to the trap museum.
We are the morning hustle.
To the trap museum.
I asked Mooski about you, and let's check it out. And once it hit TikTok for real, it really took off. And one of the people that helped create this dance is City Boy J. Have y'all spoken to each other? Have you spoken to him at all? about doing the dance and thanked him?
Yeah, we reached out to everybody. We thank everybody that created
So I
content
started.
or anything for Trap Star. We definitely appreciate that.
Okay, so that's what he had to say. So is this true, or what? You said you didn't speak to him?
Well, he clearly didn't answer your question. So it's like he went past, like just like every other video. Like I said, I have my own energy coming out, and you guys will see what exactly from every point of view where I'm coming from. I don't like to block anything. I don't want to, like I said, I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
I'm
It's not
to
even
make,
bashing. It's just what's right
yeah,
is right.
I
So
don't
we
want to
want
make it into that. I just
And I asked Mooski.
want to make a movement for people in this industry so we can all work together. We can work together and be like together. Like if we were in a club, you have no choice but to be around these people because you're in the club.
Together on
What?
what?
It should be that equal. Like, and I just feel like it just really wasn't fair. It just wasn't like, especially for us Black creators, we don't get as much recognition. We take what we got, and we be like, oh well, they gave me this, but you're worth more.
We are the morning hustle.
So that's what he had to say.
I just feel like no one owes us anything. Like, no one just owes you anything. Like, yes, you should be honored and highly revered.
You're saying this.
I just feel like no one, like, I don't know, like, that's just not how I live my life. Like, he's being asked these questions, so yes, he has to answer them, and that's what the interview's about. So yeah, but in general, like I was just telling my friend this morning, I feel like no one owes us anything, and that's just how I like to live my life. So I don't get upset in situations like this because it's like, what can you do? Like,
that's a fact. I mean, it would have just been nice, and he wasn't.
It would have been.
I don't think he should have, been in the video, but it would have been nice for sure. Because I can't hear that song without thinking about City Boy J. I laugh. I chuckle every time I hear that song, especially that part. So only because of City Boy J.
Yeah, there's multiple reasons why he wasn't picked to be in that. We all know why.
All right, so moving along from City Boy J. I'm trying to get this uploaded. Did you guys see that Kid Cudi performing on SNL the other night in a dress? Some people are not comfortable with it. Some people are like, why did he do that? So he was paying homage to Kurt Cobain, who killed himself. Kurt Cobain performed in a floral print dress, and he committed suicide back in 1990 something. 94 or something like that. So he was a punk rocker, or he was in what group was that? Was he in Nirvana?
Yes.
Like that. So yeah,
something like that.
This is Kid Cudi, pressing the envelope and paying homage. How do you guys feel about Kid Cudi performing on SNL in the dress? Do you feel like this is exploitation of the African American male? Do you feel like this is agenda pushing?
No, but that's what they're gonna automatically think though.
Right.
When they just see that right off the bat. Black man in a dress, you know what I'm saying? That's the agenda. They're gonna try to
He's an adult.
But Kid Cudi,
but it's always
behind it. He wears the crop tops. Yeah. Kid Cudi gives me like,
Yeah, he's been doing stuff like that.
He's Metro to me. I mean, I understood it. I get it. And it was SNL. SNL is a big performance stage, so you always want to make sure your performance is memorable. And it's definitely a conversation starter. He wanted to make sure that the people were talking, and I get it. The guy killed himself, so he was paying homage towards because it's no difference than the actual white man that wore it. I mean,
right.
The wore the floral print.
Okay. Kid Cudi looks better. He's killing it. I love the dress on him. He actually looks good to me.
He just paid the t-shirt under.
It's cute. It's cute. I like it. This is so awesome. It's just.
I didn't like it though. It was ugly, but.
The original dress was but I heard Virgil Bilal made it.
It's trippy to your mind to see things like this. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like a mind fuck.
He doesn't look appealing in it to me, but I know.
No, not appealing, but I don't like think it in a fashion sense.
The name of the song is called "Sad People." Somebody said, okay. See, a lot of people get it, and a lot of people don't. But I just knew that a lot of people were just going to make this a big deal. But I think a lot of industry people understand, that this was more of a message and a statement versus I want to wear a dress for controversy. I
guess people are worried about because this image is gonna last forever, but the conversation is not really gonna stay with it. You know, I feel like people are just that's what people are worried about.
Oh, that was a good point.
And that's what I think a lot of the people are worried about when they talk about agendas. It's like, okay, this might mean this, but after time passes, this is just kind of stamped in history, and then people look at it and it's all about what it means to us. So if we see a dress as feminine, then we're going to see it as men being feminized, and that's weakening communities and things like that. And the family home and et cetera and such. And these are the conversations people are having. But yeah, I like it though for the moment. I like it for the moment, everything. I think this is awesome. But I'm looking at it from a very simple point of view. I'm not trying to take it there.
Yeah.
All right. So for our main topic, because we're 30 minutes in, so now for our main topic, let's get to it. What we all came here to discuss. What is a break? You know, many times, like I've been in relationships and I'm just like, okay, in my past, especially being gay. I don't know about straight relationships because I've never been in one before. Like I have, but it wasn't enough to where I was in high school and shit like that. I don't really know. I'm talking about in my real adult life. I've been in situations where, you know, we decided that we want to take a break. And to me, breaks never really worked because breaks to me were always the easy way to break up, or somebody would go and cheat or fuck. But, you know, as I'm getting older, it's like, could you take a break in a relationship and it be healthy? And I feel like now as I'm older, I think a lot of couples should take breaks.
Oh, wow.
If, you know, because I'm seeing a lot of people that do it. And, you know, because sometimes you can smother one another. Like we had somebody here the other day, remember on our show, and they said that they were moving out to a separate apartment from their boyfriend. Remember Isaiah said that? You know what I mean? But a lot of people are doing things like that. Not that I know if him and his man are taking a break, but I'm just saying, like, that's something that I would have never thought that I would ever do. But things like that actually help build. And I think a lot of times us in gay relationships, I know for me, it's like many times, more often than not, I've just jumped right in. And then all of a sudden we live together, we're together, and you know, we don't really date. So it's sometimes then you start to lose the appreciation for the relationship, because it's just like all of a sudden now we become with each other every day. So that whole honeymoon phase starts to fade out. So I think breaks are good in those situations because it forces you to say, hey, you know, let's date again, or let me see if I miss you. Let me see if I'm really interested in you. So I don't know. Let me tell you, I would like to know what you guys think about breaks and what the rules be in breaks.
Yeah, I definitely agree. At first, I'm this relationship type. I've been in relationships since I was probably about 16, you know, just off and on. So, yeah, just a long time. So,
wow.
I mean, from the jump, I never believed in breaks. It was either you with me or you're not. I don't do that, whatever. But like you said, Armand, I'm getting older, and I'm starting to learn that it can be used in a positive manner to actually see if we miss each other. If you know, if you actually want to do that to get yourself together in a better place, mentally, financially, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't like breaks still, but I've grown to appreciate them. And sometimes they are needed though. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I don't like breaks. Breaks to me kinda are it's just time to see how it is to be without your partner. You know what I'm saying? That's kinda it just depends also, you know. That's why I don't like breaks though. Usually I don't really come back from breaks, but it's been a couple times where I have.
Because I'm like, you've been back. You've been back.
Yeah. I came back from break before.
Back.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I've done it about twice.
So when you leave, where do you go?
So like, what's the rules for that though? Like, what does that look like for you or for the situation?
I mean, it could be a situation. Okay, one of the situations that I had, it was literally like, we're going to give each other maybe like a month. Like, you know, we were kind of staying together. We're going to give each other a month. You know what I'm saying? To see where we go with this. You know what I'm saying? So I separated myself out of the space. We weren't living together. I prefer not to speak too much, not that often. He wanted to speak kind of often. Of course, we didn't want each other fucking with other people, but we weren't together. So if that were to happen, it happened, but it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But
See,
it kind of wasn't no rules.
Important. I think that's important. I think that's very important right there. Just real quick, I want to say, like, I like that you said if that were to happen, it would happen, but it didn't, because it's like, for me, it's like one of those situations where, the break is a break for a reason. Now you do what you want on this. And when we come back or we try to figure out what we're doing next, if you come back and be like, well, you done fucked on a bunch of people, well, then that's obviously what you wanted to do. So this is why, either the shit don't work or not. So anyway, keep going.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I really just used that time to, just better myself. And I kind of did. I know I'm most of my life. So it actually worked in our favor and came back stronger than ever. And we're together now still. So.
Oh, well, see, look at that.
Yeah, so.
Miles,
yeah,
you look like you're very perplexed, confused.
So is the break about not smothering each other in terms of living space, or is the break about a relationship break? You know what I mean? Because
it can honestly be both. It can be both. It just depends what the person means by break. Sometimes you can literally just be smothered and you just want some space and a break, or you just feel like y'all in two different places, or it's just not the same anymore, and you may just want a break to see how it'll be without. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends. It just depends on how you feel. You can want to break for a plethora of different reasons.
A break.
And you also have to define. You have to define what you mean by break when you're talking about that with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of have to set ground rules, but not really set ground rules, because at the same time you are kind of on a break and y'all not together. So I don't know. It's a tricky situation. It's just like I said, it has to be like
I've never lived with a boyfriend. I've never lived with a significant other before. I mean, I feel like that puts a lot. No, I'm sorry. I feel like that puts a lot.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
Oh no, I got to live in my own space for a little bit. I'm 24.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe now I'm ready. You know what I mean? But no.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, and I think the word break, it has such a negative connotation to it. So maybe if you use word space, or because there's situations.
Space.
Let's say I'm with person A and or person B. I'm just using John, for example. Me and John are in a relationship, and John and I, we've been together, 2 years strong, whatever, 5 years, 6 years, whatever, and we've been doing great. But at the same time, we have confusion, we have drama, but we want to be with each other. But at some point we're on, maybe my career is taking me one place, his career is taking him another place, and we're not really sure if this is what we want, or there's an appreciation level that has been lost in the relationship. So sometimes you need to separate that and see if this is what you really want. I don't know. I've been there before. And I've seen where, like, I'm like Jalan, where I've realized, like, okay, I really am happier with you, but I've grown to appreciate you, because there's me being with you at some point. I may have taken it for granted. You know what I mean? And me being a Gemini, sometimes I be needing space because I'm always like moving around. You know what I mean? So once I figure out, like, okay, you know what? Yeah, that's not really what I want. You know what I mean? I actually appreciate what I have. And it's not to be in a situation where that's where we have to define the rules. And it's not, and honestly, there are no rules. The rules are whatever the person decides they like. For me, if I go on a break with my partner, ain't no rules. The rule is, show me who you are and I'm going to believe it. So if you calling me and I'm calling you, guess what? We're fighting for this, or we're communicating. If you go out of town, do what you want to do. If you go sex parties and fuck a bunch of niggas, that's on you. That's clearly what you want to do. You know what I mean? But to me, I feel like they're healthy, especially in gay relationships. And I'm only speaking for gay people, because I'm going to be honest with you. Out here in these streets, it is a mess. Okay. Yeah. It's a mess out here for the singles, child. It's a mess.
So I'm like, where are y'all going?
Everything, everybody is in some type of 3-way OnlyFans. Let's get fucked on camera. Let's go raw. Let's just be everybody's boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're in a relationship and the shit is a little rocky or you're having tough times, don't just quit and leave that shit. Like, try everything because it ain't them single streets. It may look good, it may feel, but that shit out there, a lot of them motherfuckers is out there lonely and just fucking because that's it. That's it. It's nothing out there. And so I think that people shouldn't be afraid to say, all right, let's take some space. Or, you know, we've been living together for this amount of time. Maybe let me, like you said, Jelon, let me get out of the apartment or the house for a month, or let's get our own separate places and let's start a date again. Let's court each other again. Like, let's bring the spark back in our relationship.
Well, yeah, because they'll skip the step. The step though.
Yeah.
But think about it. Think about why so many marriages are unsuccessful and people are together miserable because they sit together for 30 and 40 and 50 years and they think, well, I'm with you. We don't need to spice anything up. Motherfuckers, all you guys are now is just indebted to each other with bills and mortgages and kids. Like, but you motherfuckers are not happy. You just been together so damn long, it's just cheaper to keep them. You know what I mean? And it's like, instead of just saying like, okay, well, let's revisit this, or let's do something different. Like, let's renew this. Let's renew the energy. I don't know. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I feel it.
Definitely renew. I get that.
I like that term. I like the way you said that.
It just feels like, what about opening the relationship? Like, if you just open the relationship, like, okay, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, but we could still come back together and have our thing. Isn't that what's going on, kind of? So why not just open the relationship and still be together?
Well, I think it depends. Okay, I think it depends under the circumstances of which the break is being taken.
Yeah, like what you want, because sometimes I'm not going to stay with you if.
Oh yeah, it depends on the circumstances.
If I want space, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I literally just want space.
Okay, well,
it could be different.
Because my thing is, I could just want, like, I could want a break, not because I want to go sleep with person B, C, and D.
That kind of shows your emotion.
And figure myself out, and maybe our communication isn't. We're not communicating right. So
isn't maybe that what you're supposed to do together, like figure. I don't know, like life.
I personally feel like
I don't know.
No, my thing is this. I think sometimes in a relationship, you know, from my past experiences, I think that there's a lot of times in those spaces, it's easy to default on the other person's problem when sometimes we have our own demons that we need to acknowledge. And then sometimes, for me, I've been in situations to where I like to deflect little shit that I don't like to deal with on you. So it's like, I can see all your problems, but then I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm a little bit of the problem here. So maybe I need to go figure out what I really want. Right. You know, outside of you, because maybe it's not you. Maybe it's me. And I can't see clearly because I'm trying to focus on you. But if I have nothing around me, guess what I have to do? I gotta look at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the hardest part.
You're right.
It's easy to blame you.
You need that.
And that's when the realization comes. Yeah.
So sometimes that space is just to say, hey, you're a good ass person, or hey, bitch, you know you are really fucked up. You got some issues and you need to get it together.
Exactly.
Like that is from, and sometimes I do that to myself a lot. You gotta check yourself.
You gotta check yourself.
Yeah, you had that realization. Yeah. You definitely had that moment of realization. You know, it's either one or the other.
Yeah. And so a break is not always about, I don't want to be, for me, it wouldn't always be about, I don't want to be with you. Sometimes it's, I'm still trying to figure out, well, wait a minute.
Okay.
I need to address me and figure out what this is. Because sometimes, you know, I've been in situations to where, you know, I know that I'm a little bit of the problem, but it's easy for me to default on what I don't like about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes a little bit of that is, you know, and sometimes it's easier to stay in a situation because sometimes the scariest thing is to look in the mirror and address your own faults. Because you got to realize,
that's self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
That's
scary though. It's scary though.
I love self-improvement.
There always comes a point in time in your relationship where you have to look yourself in the mirror and kind of just, you know,
where did I do wrong?
Yeah,
How did, you know,
the thing is, we can't control. there's lots of things externally we can't control, but the one thing we can control, is within us. Well, the most we can control is within us. Externally, we really can't control everything, So you got it's all a lot of the times it's internal, So sometimes I was just getting mad at a friend the other day because I felt like they weren't being the friend I wanted them to be, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is just because I want their love, and I'm here begging for this friend's love kind of, and they're not giving it to me. I need to take a step back. This is within me. This is not their fault. I can't be mad at them for not wanting to be my friend. I don't know, this is kind of off topic, but I can't be mad at them for not wanting to be my friend. This is within me. I gotta figure this out. It's not them, it's me. They don't have to. I don't know.
Somebody says, for me, this is what I kind of agree with this. Somebody says, for me, a break is kind of a long distance relationship. We are still faithful, but we reduce interaction. And see, I agree with that because it's not about. See, I think a lot of people take break as now I get to go fuck. That's not what I mean. For me, if that's what the break is for, I mean, that might be. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say a lot of people don't use the break as a way to kind of slowly break up. But if you genuinely are trying to improve if you're genuinely trying to improve your situation and yourself, sometimes you need to be out of that situation to see if it's even worth it or not. There's times that you can be in a relationship and you can be feeling like, I don't want to be this, or you might think you want to be single until you actually have the opportunity to be single and you realize maybe you need to go out and have a boy flirt with you or have a woman flirt with you and see what that looks like. And maybe you might feel like you want to entertain it and realize these people ain't shit. I need my man back. Whatever issues I thought we had, I'm ready to work that shit out because this is a fool. I like what I got at home. Because one thing I know for sure is there's no way the grass is just all the way green on the other side. It could be a little bit greener, but there's still some shit and some piss stains and some dark spots on that other grass because nobody is perfect. So, if I leave my situation for the next situation, I could be leaving it for a worse situation. Right.
So, and one thing I do want to say is you have to be really understanding. So even if you're not the one that wants to break, if your partner wants to break from you, you have to be really understanding of why they feel that way. And what's made them feel that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I feel like like you said, a lot of people get misconstrued and think it's just a way to just go on a pre-breakup or to go and fuck with other people. But a lot of the times too, they feel a way. They feel a way about something. It's a reason why they want space.
I like that. I like that. I like that because you're right. Because it's and so. And in a relationship, you got to acknowledge it. Like, why do we want this break? Or why do you want that? Why does that person want the break? And then sometimes you may not realize it, but the other person in the relationship could be wanting to break the same as you. You know what I mean? And it's not because, but it's not because they don't care. They don't want to be with you. But I don't know. When you get in these situations and it's kind of like the same thing over and over, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes you just need to be like, all right, are we still here? Like I feel like you got to refresh that shit. That's why when you get in situations where you cheating or like a person could be, I feel like a lot of people be cheating or a lot of people don't last because they're afraid to do shit like take breaks, be honest with each other and try shit. Like when you put all these statutes and limitations and rules on your relationship, I don't know. I just feel like they're not going to work.
Yeah,
they have a harder time to work. They have a harder because we're and the shit might not work even if you take. I'm not going to sit here and say you take breaks and you open up your relationship and it might work because it still might not work. But I'm just saying like to just be like, okay, our relationship has to be what a traditional relationship was said that it was a textbook version of a relationship. That shit does not work, and it damn sure don't work for gay men.
Right, damn sure don't.
So we definitely,
I feel like a lot of gay men need it.
Got to be open to breaks.
Yeah, we live a fast lifestyle.
We live,
So I mean, we move.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't need a break. I don't know. A break.
But then again, like
there's a mixture of things. I've never lived with someone.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that too. Living with somebody, but if I'm living with someone, I don't know. I don't plan to like
be on an apartment lease. I'm planning to live with someone because we have a house. You know, I'm just not gonna take a break from that.
Okay, I know a person that lived in Atlanta. They had a house together and everything. They had issues in their relationship. They were on the verge of divorce. The person came and moved to LA for a month, did some work because they work from home. Their relationship is saved, but they didn't dissolve what they had. Somebody just left for the time. They took a break, a legit break. The person said, okay, we're having too many issues. I'm not feeling appreciated. You don't appreciate me. You know what? The counseling shit ain't working. Okay, whatever. Boom. I'm going to go to LA for a minute. I got some work to do out there anyway. I'm going to go get an Airbnb for a month, and that's what I'm doing. Okay. And these people are still together to this day.
I guess I got to cross that bridge when I get there because I don't know how I'm going to act in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I see myself acting very differently in that, but maybe not.
A lot of the time, it's like y'all are one because you're together, but at the same time, you're two different people. So y'all are gonna clash. I mean, everybody has a clash with this.
I have a great understanding of that. You know,
but just because you mean space, I mean, you got to move out the house too. I mean, how big your living space is.
Have another bedroom.
That could be different too.
But you know, that's interesting because like my grandparents, for all the time that I was alive, they had a house in San Francisco, and they never slept in the same room ever. My grandmother slept in one end of the house, and my grandpa had their own room. Like I couldn't imagine why. I don't want to live with you.
All right.
We don't even sleep in the same bed. And then my mom, she has a friend now. These are straight people too now. The husband and the wife,
they got a lot of problems.
They have 2 houses. He live in one and she live in one, and they like it that way. He come over to her house, mow the lawn, do everything every day, and then at night he goes home. But why? The husband, you know, he likes to drink. She don't like him drinking, but he's like, girl, I like to drink.
So I'm gonna have my own house.
So he got his own, but they're together.
I'm open to evolution in a relationship.
So that's what I mean. Like
they compromise.
Because break just sounds so. I don't know. I feel like relationships we should be open to evolution. Yeah.
That's a break to me.
That is a break. Yeah. I mean,
you just saying it different.
Yeah, and I get it. The self-development thing. I get all the different aspects. Like maybe wanting to explore different things. Well, I don't get the exploring different things one, but I get definitely the self-development path. Like, okay, I need to be here. We kind of jumped the gun, maybe not literally, but you know, we skipped a step. Now I need to understand why I appreciate you. I need to work on some of my own things. But I get that. Just not the sex with other people part. Just bring them in if you're gonna take a break with that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Now that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. So now bringing people. Now let's talk about that. Now on the sexual aspect, if you want to sleep with her, I think you should just open it up. Now this is what's so interesting to me though. This is so interesting as I know a couple that my friend actually messes. I know a friend that I have a friend that kind of messes with them. And well, I don't know the couple. I know my friend. But it's just so interesting because so I guess the way that it worked, he gonna kill me, but I guess the way that it worked, I guess he was talking to one of the boys on the app. And they've been hooking up or whatever. And then a couple of weeks later, my friend was on the app again, but then he got hit up by another guy. Come to find out, the guy was the boy's boyfriend. But you know, he messed with them both separately. But I'm just like, well, girl, why you just don't mess? And I said, well, would you mess with them together? He was like, no. But I'm like, well, why not? And I'm just like, well, do they know? Like, I don't understand that. And that's one thing I don't understand. Why be in a relationship and then sleep with other people separately? Now that I don't get.
Wow.
Like, why do people?
I mean, maybe you just want a different experience, though. A completely different experience. You still have to share that. That is an open relationship.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that don't fuck each other, but they're together, but then they go fuck other people. So,
well, because they're partners at life, and so sex is just sex, you know. But they're partners in life. So it's like, yeah, we do what
So
we
they
do,
can
but
get
we
their
come
sex
together
elsewhere.
and do what we need to do. Yeah, I mean, well, they can have sex together, but yeah, they get their sex elsewhere.
But the
I
thing
guess,
is,
and then
these
they
boys are
come
not
For the
even
most part,
ugly.
yeah.
Like these
'Cause
boys,
they work.
both couples I know, bitch, they are fine. And I'm like, why aren't y'all fucking each other? I don't know.
Yikes.
That's just so crazy.
Sometimes
I
it's
couldn't
not enough,
imagine
though.
doing that. Because I start to think like, okay, so like I couldn't do the open relationship thing because I mean at some point, like, do you come and discuss it with me? Like, what did you do today? Oh, I went and got my dick sucked around the corner and fucked
I don't
the,
want to hear that shit.
like what did you do today? Oh, I went and fucked some nigga off the app. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
no.
what do you do? But then you see the couple and
But a
then
lot of
they're
them have a
on
fine line of
vacation.
communication, though.
They're in Hawaii, they're in Nicaragua, they're and I'm just like,
right.
I don't know.
It can start to get a little polyish, because poly, it means you build actual relationships with multiple people. So like real relationships, you love this person, but multiple people, you know what I mean? Like, so there's no, we're just together, beyond open relationships, beyond just sex. So what do you think about those? Like, would you have a polyamorous relationship? Maybe you're open to loving multiple people the way you love your man now.
I don't know, child. I mean, it sounds hot.
It's not even about a hot thing. It's more. It's actually more established and a stronger thing than an open relationship. An open relationship is more focused on sex.
That's a lot of emotions.
That's a lot of emotion. That's a lot of feelings.
That's a lot.
I couldn't imagine living with having two boyfriends like in the bed.
And
like,
you'll never need a break.
That's a lot.
Well, maybe you need
That's
a
a lot of
break.
energy. A lot of shit.
I wouldn't want that. I don't think
that's a lot.
I don't think
that
I
is a
could do
lot
that.
for me.
But I think that's so interesting how some couples literally, just the whole relationship is just open. And a big thing for me is I'm afraid of, STDs. I really am. I don't like that. And so I don't want you to bring that to me. So and if you're going out fucking whoever on Grinder, but I mean open relationships, that's what people do. They go out and hook up.
No, they should have a Rolodex of people and be having safe sex. Like not a bunch of randoms, just like people you've known.
We know that is not realistic.
Really? That's how I
There's a right and wrong way to have
I don't like random hookups. Like when I would be out there hooking up, it would only be from like 3 different people.
Oh, girl, you're probably one of the few.
Really? It's just, but yeah, I'm scared.
Are you not living in 2021 as a gay man?
No, I mean, damn, I don't know. Girl,
so when's the last time you had sex?
Ooh, it's been a while.
Really?
Honestly, I'm on semen retention right now, so I haven't even ejaculated.
What is semen retention?
Oh.
You come with all these different kind of.
Subscribe to Miles of the Matrix. I will be posting updates. I'm on day 11. But no, semen retention, basically you harness your life energy.
Okay.
And you transmute it through your body to accomplish goals.
How is that working for you? Maybe because I have to release semen every day for me to start my day.
No, that's the problem. Well,
if I don't
want to say it's a problem
every morning. I can't. Maneuver.
I don't like to judge people who do things. I mean, I make a living off masturbating, so I can't judge anyone, but I feel like that can be draining. Just me being unbiased, like I've always thought that.
That was good.
It wakes you up.
I get ready. Let's get the show going. Okay. Hey, I'm here. Let's go. Let's get in the shower. What am I doing today?
Okay, well,
if I don't release that, I'm like, girl, I'm aggravated.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. And it's not. I haven't had a lot of troubles.
I'm horny all day. I don't need that.
Yeah, I haven't had I guess I'm different because I haven't had a lot of troubles with trying to retain semen. I mean, it's just like, oh, okay, this is cool.
So how do you feel? Like, so are you horny?
I'm horny. I'm very horny.
Okay.
But not all the time. It's not like it's not like it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have sex. It's more so like my sex is gonna be great when I have sex.
Okay.
Like my sex is gonna be really amazing. And it's gonna be really amazing if I don't come. And I just keep having sex and not come.
Your adrenaline rush, like that rush you're gonna get.
Like you can have multiple orgasms. There's deeper pleasures.
So on the semen retention, are you still sucking dick? Are you still, you know what I mean? Are you still getting other men off?
I don't get other men off. I only get one person off. But Currently.
Oh, so right now, so you're
I'm not doing any hookups like that.
Okay, you got. Oh, I forgot you got a situation going on.
Yeah,
Make it clear because we never know who's like.
Okay.
So,
I remember now.
Thank you, July. Oh my god. So no, I can still do all those things. I can still have sex, and I think even my bottoming experience is gonna be really awesome. Like I'm excited to do all those things, but I don't plan to. I mean, I'll ejaculate, but I'm not gonna be like. To me, I feel like we don't have to. Ejaculation doesn't have to be the main focus in sex. You can have I feel like the male sexual experience is so limited. Like we don't really know all what we can experience with the male pleasure system and all that. So semen retention definitely helps people to find that because you can have orgasms without ejaculating.
So, and how do you do that? So what are you,
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there yet because I haven't had sex.
Oh.
I haven't had sex, so
how long does the semen retention go for?
Okay, it can go for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It's kind of like a lifestyle choice. It's a way to show
how long are you going
discipline,
for?
willpower.
You said 90 days. That is not.
No, I'm not going 90 days.
That's not healthy.
Well, that's what you would want. That's what they would want you to think. I'm just saying. But it's 90 days.
You like, bitch, I'm not going 90 days.
That is not healthy.
Why do you think that's not healthy?
You have to release that.
Why do you have to release that?
Your body is always producing semen. Like
so
90 days of built up
that,
semen.
You transmute that through your body and utilize it to get things done. So when you feel horny or after you have sex, you're getting things done.
Answer me this. Is this spiritual or is this like a science, like a medical thing that you're doing?
Oh no, it's definitely for me personally, and there's different reasons why people do it, but for me personally, it's spiritual. That's why there's a difference between semen retention.
I'll be right back.
Okay. There's a difference between semen retention, no FAP, and things like that. Like no FAP basically means no masturbation. Like basically you don't masturbate, you just have sex. But semen retention is more spiritual. It's more about taking that life energy, that precious life energy, and transmitting it through your body. And I haven't really talked much about it with anyone because I don't want people to feel like I'm judging them because people masturbate every day, and I do too. I've never gone this long without masturbating before, and I feel great.
So are you still edging? Are you edging?
I don't necessarily edge, but I'll create content, yes, and I'll get hard or something. But I'm not like edging, like necessarily. Like I haven't edged. I'll say I haven't edged, but I've jerked off. I guess you call it edging, but for me, edging is like when it's about on the edge. And you're keeping it there. Right, but I'm doing deep breathing when I'm like getting aroused, and I'm doing like live cam shows with people sometimes. So I'm like doing some breathing while I'm taking my time. It's not like the goal isn't not to ejaculate. The goal is to there's so much pleasure we can feel if we just take more of our time. Like, and I'm realizing this now. Like, shoot. I don't mind people ejaculating. I'm like, go ahead. I wanted to try and see what it was like,
So how long did you say you're doing this for?
I don't know how long I'm doing it, but I'm on day 11. On day 11. I started on the 1st. And it was weird because a lot of things started to happen when I went on a semen retention, like the car accident, leaving my key in the car. Like, hopefully it's a transitional phase.
And none of that made you feel like you want to bust a nut?
Bust a nut?
It made me want to go within. Like, I'm really trying to, I want to be... I don't know. Like, we're here to really master life, and master
how
this
do you
universe.
I know this was probably going way too far off topic, but I'm trying to say this in a way to where no one is uncomfortable. But as a man, I don't know if this is different for anybody else, but for me, there's some things that I could. I'm trying to really choose my words here because I'm not trying to come across just like some fucking disgusting asshole. But I'm just saying, how certain pheromones or just things can trigger you, like, bitch, I need to jack off today. Like, I'm horny now. Like, you could be scrolling, like, it could be the stupidest thing, and all of a sudden, you're horny. You're like, bitch, I need to bust it. Like, definitely. I don't know. Like, that doesn't happen to you. That bitch, like, girl, I know I'm not the only person that has happened to.
That's when the willpower comes in. Yeah. That's when the willpower comes in. No, that's when the willpower comes in.
That's so true. That's so true.
No, I'm not the only person.
The simplest thing. It can be
you be like, bitch.
And that's why it's a challenge. And that's why it's such a meaningful challenge.
It just triggers you to like, okay, bitch, this is, you know what? It's time.
And then you take that it's time mind, and then you go do something. You go run, you go work out, do whatever you need to do, but you go do something productive. You know, and work on something, read a book, write something in your journal, do something with that energy you're feeling, that tingly feeling, that horniness, and do something. Because
I'll tell you,
it's a receptor in your brain. Yeah.
No, that's real, because that shit, I'm telling you, I used to be that shit could have you a whole day fucked up, bitch. You could be wasting time. You could waste you could waste a whole day.
You can
fucking around with the shit, bro. I'm telling you.
I've never taken a break from masturbation. Have you? I've never taken a break from masturbation. The longest I've gone is like 5 days unwillingly. You know, I was probably doing something, like traveling or something, but 3 days the longest. But I've never taken breaks from masturbating. I'm always in a constant state of masturbating.
Yes.
You know? And your body's at different states after masturbation. And then we keep resetting ourselves. Like, we're pretty primal. We're animals, you know, to a certain extent. So we're kind of telling our body mission complete when we ejaculate.
But I think boys are always so horny. That's why we're always like, let's jack off all day. Like,
and that's why it's such a great challenge.
You're bored. Like sometimes you could just like literally. Sometimes I'm not even horny. It's just like, okay, I haven't jacked off in a few hours. Bitch, let's go. Like, it's
fun. Yeah, definitely, especially when you're younger. Like,
I know I'm not the only one, bitch. I'm telling you, that shit is real. That shit is real. I'm telling you. So
that's why it takes a lot of willpower to So, I mean,
and we should. I think every person who's been incarnated into a physical male body should experience this. Definitely, at least
somebody
once in
say
their
y'all
lifetime.
just jerk all. See, this is the difference between men and women. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I just jerk all day long.
Men, yes, boys can do like first of all, but you get a boy and give them the house alone. They have the house to themselves.
Okay. I'm running to the computer room.
It's over for a few, like, and it's just like it's on, like that whole, like, bitch.
I used to be yelling at my brother, "Go in your room, go in your room."
You don't know what that is. You got. I don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship or not. You get a time to yourself. You get the, bitch. You're killing it.
Yeah, you're gonna utilize that time.
That's true.
You're utilizing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, and it's not because you just horny. Sometimes it's just like, this is my time, bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just what to do.
I got this time.
That's what it gives.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only person.
You know,
but that's why I'm like, that's for me. That's why I'm so in awe about, you know, this semen retention journey that you're on, because I'm like, bitch.
You probably could do it during your break. I'm sure you would kill it. I'm sure you. No, it's not. I'm sure you could kill it if you wanted to. I just wanted to do this. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Like, challenge myself. I'm doing it right now. I'm not seeing like anyone in person right now. Definitely, I'm gonna give updates for sure. And there's no real. I don't see a lot of gay men talking about semen retention, so I think it's something that's not really being talked about in our community. But it's a lot of the straights are talking about it. Yeah, semen retention.
It's
Check
more
it out
for men because there is more ass and temptation on social media. The next conversation we have. The next conversation, we need to have this about men in general, gay or straight. A lot of time, not probably today, probably next week, but the conversation needs to be men being in relationships, having sex, but still jacking off, either after or a few hours after sex. Like that, to me, that does not mean that you're not turned on by the other person. Right. I don't think so. But that's a conversation, because a lot of women are like, well, why
it is definitely a conversation. Sometimes he might not want to bother you again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I mean, it can be a plethora of different things.
He's just horny, like, damn.
Right, maybe he just
wants to get off. Like,
maybe he just enjoyed doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. For me in a relationship, like, there's no way I could do semen retention, because to me that just if my nigga came to me and said, "Hey, let's do some semen retention," you don't want to fuck. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. But just don't come.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's
that's how you feel. Well, I mean, we kind of been indoctrinated and programmed to just jerk off whenever we feel like jerking off. We've been programmed to just jerk off whenever we feel like jerking off. I'll save my nut.
Like, okay, we'll be like, oh, just save it. Like, you know, sometimes you get into the save your nut stage. Like, you just, okay, I'll give you a day, 24 hour. I won't jack off all day. I won't, jack off. You know, I won't jack off all day until you get off. You know, I've done that. Like, okay, maybe I won't jack off for the full day, and then when you get off, I'm ready. I won't jack off in the morning.
Look, I'm fine if anyone I'm with. I'm fine with anyone I'm with ejaculates, but if I don't feel like it, if I can hold it back and not ejaculate, I'm gonna do that. If I can practice my breathing and fill my body with this sperm, with this energy and this life energy, then I'm gonna do that because it's enlightening. It's powerful. I mean, I don't know. It's a special thing. We just shoot it out like it's nothing.
Miles,
right, okay.
So Miles gonna have a bunch of dudes with blue balls walking around, fucking getting testicle surgery. Fucking.
Oh my god. No, you're all right.
Okay, so we'll take a couple of questions, and then I thought that was interesting though.
Yeah.
But men, I mean, I don't know. It's just I think men are different than women. I don't know. I don't even think
they are.
I don't think women masturbate. I know that they do, but I can't imagine
they
women
do.
right. I think women are just not as horny.
I don't think they do it. Yeah, some of them are. So.
Are they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get that from women. I feel like women are. I don't even believe that women fart. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I just can't. I know that they do, but But the women I'm around, like. You just never, like my mom, she's never one that's just gonna be walking around. I've never seen her like fart. My sisters, you don't see them farting and just doing shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Classy. They don't do that in public.
Different from my people. They don't give a fuck.
Don't see it.
I mean, yeah. I
don't know. The women that I've been around, they don't really. I know that they are freaks, but you just never. Girls just seem like they don't.
I don't think their sex drive is nowhere near as high as men's.
I got a friend that fucked 2 guys in one night in my apartment. I was like, oh. Back when I had roommates.
That's what I said. Some of them like that, but some, most at least, they sex drives. Men have.
I don't think there's not anything wrong with that. It's just how it is. She was just fucking like, go ahead. Oh, excuse me. I keep saying the F word. Oh my god.
Okay, so somebody said I love me first, blah 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 blah. But I think a lot of women they have to please themselves after because a lot of men just go in and beat, and then women so a lot of women end up having to please themselves.
But that's because they do it like they're jerking off. They do it like they're masturbating. They do it just to get to that point. And if they practice semen retention, they can have orgasms through their fingertips and body. You know what I'm saying? Versus just through that one area.
And that's interesting. Do you feel like when you're bottoming, like a man is trying to fuck you, like he's fucking a pussy? Like have you ever told a man like, listen, this is not a pussy, or like a vagina?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. No, I don't think I've.
Well, because remember we had the conversation. Boys have pussies too, so maybe it's not a vagina.
Right. It's not a vagina.
Right.
It's like some women have penises.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Each his own.
Look at me trolling everybody. Everybody gets fucking pissed when I start going there, bitch. Women have penises and boys have pussies. Period.
Look.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I never had to tell someone this is not a vagina. Like, don't have sex with me like this is a vagina. Yeah, no. I mean, like, maybe I'm not that experienced. I've had lots of sex, I feel like, so I don't know.
It's just more so like
either you know what you're doing or you don't.
Like having sex with a female. Like, you can just tell. Like, I can tell when a nigga's just used to having sex with a female. I'm just like, no, nigga.
I guess I can't tell. I guess maybe I've only had.
Because I guess with a female, you could just go on a female and just kill her shit. Pow, pow.
Yeah,
pow,
exactly.
Pow, pow, pow.
You can?
And like a boy, you can't just go and just start killing a shit like that.
Right.
You gotta
well, look, I'm very active with my sexual organs, so maybe with me.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, listen.
No, not literally. Okay. Not literally, but I'm playing. No, just a little lubrication. Come on now. Yeah,
Miles got a wet ass pussy.
Oh,
You might as well all right, listen, guys. So we don't got nobody coming on. They don't want to talk to us today. So I think this was cute. This was fun. So July, you will not be here in 2 weeks.
So you'll be here next week, but not the week after.
And then so we'll have Sean next week. So we'll all four be here next week, guys. Somebody said they want to come on. Click the link. If you want to come on, click the link. We're here for a couple more minutes. Oh, but my energy drink, I feel like it's kicked in. I needed that. Whew.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right. I was like this when I first got on. I was like, damn, I had a long day yesterday.
Yeah, I feel so energized. I feel like so centered. It's weird.
I want to try it. I really want to try it.
It's fun. I mean, we have these bodies. Like, we might as well see where they can take us. I mean,
but mentally, I just don't. But you know, I will tell you, I can contain myself. Like when I throw myself into work, like there's a lot of times where I'm just like, you know, not focused on it. You know, but if I get like,
me too.
But it could be that instant. It's
that one thing.
Explore page. I'd be like, what is all of this?
Yeah, it's
like, girl,
exactly. It takes you somewhere.
I'm just like, girl, it's time.
Yes. Yeah. So I want to experience some of the benefits. So I want to wait a little while before I ejaculate again.
We had Devon on the model boy. Where you go? Come on, friend. He was on here. Oh, here we go. Oh no, it's just welcome to China. Okay, what she got?
Come on.
Hey, boo.
Hello. What's up?
Look at you, hair is popping.
Okay, nice ends clip.
Okay.
It's very fresh.
How you doing?
I have to say, Armand, such a huge fan. I love all
Thank you.
Follow all y'all on IG.
Oh yes, thank you, China.
Thank you.
What can we talk about?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I have a feeling. So I want to talk about City Boy J.
Okay.
So my thing was I was looking and comparing all the TikTokers who are in music videos. Because there's been a lot of TikTokers doing a lot of different dances. And I was looking like Meg played the dance, you know, all the other girls. Addison Rae was on Jimmy, whatever, Kimmel, Fallon, whoever, and doing all the dances. But my issue was, it was interesting that Miles said that it had something to do with how he looked and what was acceptable and what was the problem. And I agree with you, Armand. Like, all right, he's not going to sit there and, you know, he's not going to be the love interest. Like, obviously, he's not going to be Coy Leray up there. But I wanted to, like, pick y'all brains on the biases that, especially in the Black gay community, you know, because that was a point. Because, like, I'm a girl and I know people who have pretty privilege, all that stuff we talk about. But how do y'all feel that affects, and do you feel that like affects casting and just like media and the different things, because we're all in a visual kind of like state. So I just wanted to know what y'all felt about that. I'm lagging a little bit.
Who wants to take that?
I feel like we need a lot of correctional promotion. I don't know. It's so awful. We can hear you. I feel like we need like so much correctional promotion because like the way Desirability is, it really messes with people's soul and down to their core. Like I got friends who just, the insecurities jump out and things like that. And I understand why. It's not just their fault. It's like this whole environment, but it's unfortunate. What was the question really? Like, what do I think? I mean,
I didn't hear the question.
No, I heard the question. It's just I forgot.
No, I didn't hear it.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Did she repeat it?
Oh no, I'm lagging. I wanted because I'm a woman, and I know that people be hating, people be jealous, all these different things. I know that you can get cast in different music videos based upon how you look. But it was interesting for you to say, Miles, that you felt it had something to do with the way City Boy J looked. Like he wasn't necessarily, he didn't look like a Jelani, he didn't look like a Miles, he didn't look like an Armand. You know, he different. I don't know how to compare it, but the way he dresses, you know, it's just. It's different. So I didn't know, like, appearance-wise, if that's something that you feel like you face in the gay community, especially, because that's something that exists. Just me being a cisgender straight woman.
We deal with that daily.
Yeah, for sure. That's like one of the main things. It's all about the look. It's all about the visual with us.
It is.
Okay.
And
for the community, at least.
Yeah.
One of the big discriminations I've experienced, you know, because a lot of people look at me and I guess they're like, oh my gosh, Miles, you're so cute. Like, oh yes, whatever, or however they've seen me. But a lot of people in the gay community specifically, I'm not their type. You know what I mean? Like just naturally how I look, like facial characteristics and things like that, just the way my face grows or whatever. And so I've experienced a lot of, and I'm a cool person. I think I'm pretty balanced. I'm not overly flamboyant and I'm not overly in the opposite direction either. I'm right in the middle. I'm pretty balanced. But I get a lot of I've always experienced a lot of femphobia, I guess you could call it. Like they're just not interested in the feminine look, and I know I have like just naturally, and it took me a long time to understand what they were saying. And you want to know what's funny? I always said, "Oh my god, like my head is the shape of a fish." like I gotta have like this fish head going on. And then I heard the term fish, and I was like, "Oh yes, definitely that." So yeah, I kind of just embrace that now. But I've experienced I haven't experienced much colorism. Is that me? I haven't experienced much colorism, but I've experienced a lot of like femphobia, and I'm not even as feminine as you guys are thinking. Probably I'm just who I am. I'm in the middle. But that was a big one for me, and I feel like City Boy J is like he's experiencing some femphobia too in that mixture, like fat phobia, femphobia. I know it sounds annoying, but all of those things contribute to one big thing, one big soup. And I don't have all the answers for this. I'm no social justice warrior by any means. I just try to hear what other activists say and pass the word on. But I do think it was definitely because he wasn't as desirable also. But he might have also, nothing's owed to him. So it could be just, well, I didn't feel like putting you in the video, or you gay, whatever. Like, it could be that simple, but I think it's a mixture of things when people make these decisions and they're not even realizing they're making these decisions because he's not desirable. It's just like, well, that's not the thing. That's not the vibe. You know, it's not really because, oh, he's fat, this, that. They're not going down a list. They're just saying.
But I don't feel like he needed to be. I think that's the kiki though. Like he's.
It is the kiki. Like he's entertaining.
He looks stupid at the end. I mean, it falls
First
on.
Of all, you got this man dancing like this. He looked like Jay-Z with this itty bitty ponytail.
It's funny. He could have got millions of more views just for a 10-second cameo. 10-second cameo.
Would he get that many more views?
Yes.
Okay.
If it was good enough,
they will be coming to see him.
Armand, I love what you said on your on one of your lives. You said something like he should have came in as like one of the dance choreographers, teach them how to do
that was a good one.
That would have been dope. That would have been dope.
He could have gave that. But
just a little cameo.
But here's the tea though. The real conversation is this is the real conversation. We show up, and when we show up, our true creative spirit and energy shows up. So guess what? The highlight of the video would have been Jay, the gay boy, not Mooski, not Corey LeRae, not the girls dancing, not the song. It would have been that bitch would have showed up, and in his 10 seconds, she would have killed her 10 seconds, and that would have been the talk of the fucking video.
I'm telling you, yes. Twitter.
When you give us an opportunity, we know that we don't have many, but we're going to perform.
You don't work that shit.
It would have been the talk of the video. It would have been the talk of the video.
She would have ate that 10 seconds. She would have had her runner track star look on, baby. She would have had the nastiest skinny ponytail she could have had on that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, she would have came in there with a look, bitch, and it would have ate the party.
Maybe Mooski didn't want to be overshadowed by, that's his name, right? Mooski didn't want to be overshadowed by City Boy J, because then it would be all about City Boy J. It's a marketing thing, but he doesn't have to do that. Like, maybe he's thinking about long term. He doesn't want this to be the face of his brand. This is his first video, right? I don't know who he is. So,
hey, Devontia.
Hey,
yes. Hey, friend, how's it going? Okay, give me what we got.
I think on the Mooski video, they should have put him in there. Absolutely. I think they could have done it, at least gave him 15 seconds at the end, just fucking it up, doing his thing, and then let it rock. Because it also would have went through all the different communities. I think that's a super urban song, so it's stuck within the black audience. But had they threw him in there, it would have opened it up to the gay community, to the straights. They could have been people in Brooklyn and New York who love that type of shit, you know?
But maybe he weighed those options. Maybe he weighed that, oh, I could be even more successful. If I just get this guy in the video, I probably don't have to pay him anything. Yeah, but maybe he weighed that option and said, well, maybe I don't want that to be the face of my image. I mean, he has that right.
That wouldn't be the face, though.
But you're saying everybody would be coming for him.
Bad part
everybody would be coming for him, though.
On his team, on his publicity team. I just think I think his publicity team should have just convinced him to do so. I think that would have been the
I think it would have been a very good move, and like in this day and age, I think he didn't do it because it's the fragile masculinity, and I feel like he would have felt like he like you cool with gay people, or maybe bitches wouldn't want to fuck you because you had a gay nigga in the video. Like I don't know, it's just like that's insecure to me. Like you're like like that's it's like why not have? He's not. He didn't have to be the lead bitch. You give him 10 seconds. He made your song a hit. Why are you so pressed?
Right.
I agree with that so hard, but he has the right not to put him in.
But does he have a label? Does he have a label, or is he an independent artist?
I think he signed to a major label because the City Boy J said that the label reached out to him, and I mean, no, Mooski said the label reached out and was just kind of like, yeah, we reached out to everybody, and they sent him to the Trap Museum. So they gave like backhanded, like, oh, here you go, girl. But then you put a bunch of bitches in the video doing his choreography. That's what I don't like. I don't respect that. Don't put my choreography in the fucking video.
Make your own up. I got plenty of money over there. I done made you a lot of money. Go pay somebody to.
Yeah. Okay. So I got you on here, Devancia. What do you think about the other topic about the break? Have you ever been in a relationship and did a break, or
I can't keep nobody past 90 days. Okay, so I can't really speak on the break. What I will say is, I think it depends. I never would go on a break. I think space is one thing, so it gives me a chance to explore myself a little bit more. Maybe we're not together every day. I'm not calling as much, and I'm actually doing things without you. But I don't think I would be able to take me being in a year relationship or 2, 3, 4 years, and then just.
So you don't feel like you can. So how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 25.
And you can't. Oh well, yeah. And you can't go past 90 days, huh?
It just don't work. It's just always something that happens within that 90 days. And me, I'm the type where I'm going to address something and I'm going to expect you to fix it and vice versa. And if it don't get fixed, I just don't believe in sitting in a situation that's not working.
Well, perhaps what you need to try is semen retention. And it might help you figure out what the issue is. Have you ever tried the semen retention?
Go with it.
No, but then again, I don't jack off a lot either, so I don't really.
Oh, well, so you got it.
Yeah, if you do it with intention, maybe it'll be good for you.
So, but you just break in, or maybe that's
it'll change my energy. But when I do meet it, they see past 90 days,
Right. But don't you feel like you're gonna have problems in any relationship to be cutting people off after 90 days, kind of like every night? No one's perfect.
Of course, it's gonna be problems, but it just depends. I think right now people just aren't serious. They're not. When you jump into something, motherfuckers not looking for that.
Right.
They don't want to go the long run, so they act like they just. I don't know. They act like they're just here for the week. And then me, I'll get away from it.
Right. I hear you.
And then I block, delete, and keep it moving.
Okay, so you get in your feeling. What sign are you? That can be
block, delete, keep it moving.
Block, delete, keep it moving.
Got on a shirt.
Did you got
a Cancer?
Yeah,
Libra.
that could be Cancer.
No, Libra all day.
No, I'm a Cancer. I don't do that.
Hey, Cindy.
Hi.
Hey, Cindy.
What's going on?
You look cute.
Hey, Cindy.
Yes. I'm good. Hi, Armand.
Hi.
It's just interesting. I just wanted to come in because I was so interested in the topic I was just talking about, the whole sperm retention or whatever, being as a female. And it's interesting how you said, Armand, that you don't think women like masturbate and you don't think we do any of that. And I think the reason why, let's say women do masturbate. They do masturbate. They don't masturbate as often. Because I feel like growing up, like as a cisgender woman, sexual experiences are different than what men normally supposed to. As usually your first sexual experience are
for women. Okay.
Awful. Men do not know how to pleasure women at all. They look at porn and that's how it works. Where women, I feel like we come from a more like mentally. Orgasm comes more the mental source, right? How breathing, how like men often read porn rather than watch.
Definitely.
Oh.
I feel like men can do that too if they retain their semen. I feel like men can have multiple orgasms if they retain their semen.
And women have the ability to have multiple orgasms. That guys, what they do. I'm just
like maybe they can meet in the middle, kind of, with that, like
yeah.
They got to work on.
But for me, you guys are talking about 90 days. I've gone 4 years without having sex, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And
4 years.
Those are different.
I'm still gonna have sex.
Huh?
I'm still gonna have sex. I'm just not gonna.
Girls can go a whole lifetime and not orgasm.
Some women go to some women are virgins till they're 30 something and don't have sex at all, because to me, sex is something of a spiritual connection. Definitely. Like even with hookups, I don't really do hookups because I leave with that person. Like I leave something with that person. Hookups are I feel like people who have too many hookups, right, are something is missing. And there's like having that one person, or whether it's two people that you constantly have, hookups with, is enough. Right? Because there's already a connection. There's already a spiritual bond. Like there's a scientifical reasoning behind sex. There are certain chemicals that get released in your brain and I feel like we've been so desensitized to the meaning of sex.
Definitely, I agree with that. And I'm realizing that now.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe 4 years, but women are just special creatures like that. I don't know a man that could go 4 years.
Like I just said, men are just more sexual than women, period. Like I really don't think we're set up like that, honestly. I don't think I feel like it's possible, but I don't think men are really set up like that.
And I think part of it is genetically too, or how we've evolved as a species, right? Men are meant to populate, right? With women, when you have sex, there's many potentials, right? A baby, right? Having children, or there's just so many things that come more. If you have too many
children's a lot.
Too much sex as a woman, you can have things could start going wrong down there.
Oh, wow.
So the vagina is very I'm gonna just say the vagina is very different from the
from the male pussy.
Right.
Let me stop.
Right.
No, I just think it's different. It's different. So it's interesting that you know a man who's had sex with a woman before when y'all messing around, because it's most men be messing with you, they be effing you as if they as if.
Oh wow!
I don't know how to explain it, but most of them be effing you as if they're jerking off, like you said, as if they're masturbating, as if it's not the whole package when it comes to
There's a whole experience.
There's a whole experience, right? Past the foreplay, it's the breathing. Yes, it's the breathing. It's the breathing. It's the attention, right? Yes. To detail. It's certain things. It's certain things that men are missing, and I feel like it's because we're so shut up in society by talking about sex that we can go through our whole life having bad sex and not even realizing it.
We don't know our potential. We don't know our potential.
If you just constantly, effing around,
snapping, period,
you're not gonna know what's really what real sex is.
So you have practiced pussy retention.
I feel like most women practice pussy retention without.
Yeah, they have
creating
to do that.
New words around this motherfucker.
I don't think it's not the same level of discipline for women. I don't believe I don't believe it's the same level of discipline.
Somebody in the comments just said it's sexism.
Wait, are they serious? What happened? Sexism.
Someone is looking to fill.
Oh, okay, I see. Sorry, I didn't see that comment.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just feel like sex is a completely different thing. Just not socially, biologically for women, right? Socially, women have been shamed when it comes to having sexual desires. Right. That's why it seems like a lot of women are reserved about it. When really they're really a freak in the sheets. I've heard some stories from my girlfriends, and I'm just like, damn. Girl, you look so modest. Yes. You look so put together, and you doing that, And it's because of the shame that comes with it. Like, no woman, I mean, now in society with all these new female rappers, these new musicians, they're all talking about sex and their pussy, this. But really, that was shamed. That was really bad. Like, I don't know, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna say, what about pussy retention? Bitch, I've been on pussy retention
Yes,
for a
that's why
long time.
That's why I'm over here screaming.
I've been on pussy retention for a while. Pussy retention is needed for me. I've been on pussy retention for a minute.
No.
I'm not a big bussy giver thrower, so pussy retention that's easier for me to retent than the semen.
Because it's painful, right? It's not.
I don't. It's a lot. It's not even just pay. It's a lot. Like
it's a lot. It's a whole lifestyle.
It's a life. Like it's just the diet that goes into it. It's the it's the maintenance. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then you got to make sure, like, and then you like certain, like you can get rips and tears, and you know some of my good girlfriends they can't even, you know, they've been worn. You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't. Some of the girls that don't retent the pussy, they don't even poop the same no more. Now it's just air. You know what I mean?
They be giving it to every single person. That's why
they don't even fully close.
It's funny.
You know what I mean? So it's just a lot. It's a lot.
And I was married, gay area, like, so I know a lot of gay couple, and when you see them, you can tell who's the bottom by the way they walking.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
You'll be shocked though. You'll be shocked.
No, that ain't
shocked.
No,
Right.
that's bullshit.
Sometimes I could tell it's not even by how they're gesturing or anything. It's just there's a different wall. I'm just like, probably got it down like just a few hours.
I can see that. I can imagine that in my head.
I'm just
all right, girl. We're getting over time, but thank you so much, Cindy. You have really come
nice, Cindy. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
All right, bye, Cindy.
Okay, we're not taking any more people. Okay, thank you for coming in. You got to come in a little earlier. All right. Yeah, so yeah, the pussy retention, and the semen retention. Let's retent it all. And retent what works for you. Okay. But yeah, you guys are key. Yeah. So, Lord, not paint retention.
Oh,
yeah, can we please retent?
Retent and repent.
and repent. Please.
That's a sin.
Time for no Picasso.
It's the paint retention for me. All right, y'all. So I'm going to try to retent until next week, until next Sunday. I don't know if that's going to true. I'll try to retent.
I'll be very impressed. You can do
but
it
I'm not going to
it.
sit there and tell you that that's going to happen.
Right. I believe
let's
you,
all retent till next week. Can you retent? Okay, let's try to see how long we can retent.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh.
Sure.
Wait.
Okay.
I lie like a motherfucker.
You can't lie to us, July. You got to tell us the truth.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
Even if you can do a day.
Yeah, a day.
Right.
A day. Remember, we never not jerked off for so many periods of time, for just a period of time. You don't have to, we've never experienced this. So just see what it feels like for once.
Right. Okay.
So everybody come back with how many days they were able to retent.
Okay. I'm on day 11, but I'll start over for y'all.
No, I'm not. No. You keep going because I may not. No, don't rely on me.
Deletes my life.
All right. Somebody said I'll try till Wednesday.
Until Wednesday.
Yes.
That's
it should be fun.
Okay, I'll try.
Like ever since we've been able to ejaculate, we've never stopped. Like just think about that. Like,
yeah,
it's worth a try. Not saying it's gonna make you walk on water, but look it up and look at why you're doing it. The intention. Sorry, I'm done.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Armand Wiggins at the Armand Wiggins Show everywhere.
Miles_Spears at Instagram and Twitter. Miles Spears ASMR. I have an ASMR channel if you want some gentle sounds to go to sleep. And my Miles at the Matrix.
Y'all know what it is. Jelani right here. On social medias. Follow me.
All right, and this has been another legendary show. And remember, the word of the week is retention.
Retention.
Bye, y'all.
Retention.